As a gun lobbyist for almost 3 decades, I'm often asked the question, what exactly do you do? Go to capitals and wear suits and shuffle paper? It's a unique job, and yes, though it has its fair share of drags, not the least of which are the impossibly lean early years of the organizations. You see, I wasn't hired for a job. I helped build the organizations I work for. Now, I started doing this because I care deeply about the right to purchase, possess, use, carry, and collect firearms of all types. I don't discriminate against any of them. I believe in diversity. Unlike other gun rights leaders, I'm a self-described gun nut or gunny. Yeah, sure, many of them will pose for pictures and photo ops with firearms, but to my knowledge, no other gun rights leader of a national group is a real gun nut. By and large, they don't hunt, except, of course, unless you have a guide holding your gun and aiming it for you, like Wayne LaPierre. They can't really handle anything but the most rudimentary of firearms, pistols and rifles. And they don't know their way around a machine gun. And don't even get me started on like a belt-fed machine gun. They don't participate in firearms competitions, whether it's IDPA, precision rifle, carbine matches, trap leagues. Frankly, I've done it all. Now, poorly sometimes, but I'm just like any other gun nut. I like to test my skills and hone them and get better, and competition's one of the ways to do it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not claiming to be an expert in all these areas. To be fair, I'm an expert in legislative policy, legislative procedure, and political campaigns. Few people in our country have spent as much time operating in state capitals and Congress as me. Now, I'm not claiming to be a Navy SEAL or a firearms designer or even a competent gunsmith. I do, however, know a lot of people who are, and I'm going to introduce you to them, and that's what this channel is about. Now, this channel isn't going to bore you to death with the snooze-worthy day-to-day work that I do, sitting around pecking at a computer, writing, communicating with people. No one wants to watch a 3.5-hour video of me on a flight, sleeping mostly, from Denver to Washington, D.C. when I have to go and deal with Congress. Instead, I'm going to share with you the fun and bizarre world that comes along with being the president of the largest gun rights group in America. Yep, that's a tall claim. But who else could be the biggest pro-gun group in America? It's certainly not the NRA. You can only really count on them to be corrupt and to compromise. 3 decades have taught me that over and over and over again. If it's not them, guess who it is? It's the National Association for Gun Rights. And as the president and one of the persons who helped build it up, yeah, we need a group like that. I'm gonna try and leave a little bit of that on the side and really get down to the interesting stuff that people want to see about the firearms community. And you'll get a lot of range time, but it won't be the same as most people's range time. It's going to be at a private range, and we'll have access and do things that very few people have a chance to try. You'll get to drive a tank, shooting a Browning 1919 belt-fed machine gun from the turret. We'll often be using our Pinzgauer. It's a Cold War era Austrian personnel carrier. And of course, there'll be guns. Lots of guns.
Guns. Lots of guns.
They won't be fake, and a great number of them will be exotic machine guns. And yes, they're all legal. Not everyone gets a chance to handle these kind of firearms, but I'll do my best to get you close to the action so you'll feel like you're actually shooting it. And we'll certainly shoot some very big guns. No, really big. And there will definitely be some explosions to accompany the abundant trigger time. You'll meet YouTube personalities, firearms industry leaders, competitive shooters, a member of Congress or two, interesting people that my nearly 3 decades career in politics has connected me with, and frankly, I'm going to make that connection with you. I've also recently had a friend just purchase a helicopter, so there could be some potential door gunner time in the future. And that's the interesting part. Not me, but my friends. So with that all being said, Welcome to Dudley's Range Rogues. Some people think my job as a gun lobbyist is just wearing suits at the Capitol and shuffling paper. Well, not so much.